So I wrote this piece for Orchestra Wellington, and I was the first of their composers in residence. It's a new initiative that Mark today started, and he spoke to me about writing a piece for NZ Trio, who are friends of mine and wonderful performers, and using them as soloists, Beethoven style, at the front of the orchestra. So I did that, and in many ways I saw the piece as an organism that grew outward from the soloists, so from the trio, into the orchestra, and then into the audience and past the audience. And in this piece I decided to use antiphonal instruments, so the brass players are not on stage, the orchestra on stage is just winds and strings, and the brass players are instead distributed around the auditorium, mostly behind the audience. So in this case, the music doesn't just come from the stage and to the listener as a kind of two-dimensional object, but it envelops them in sound and in music and surrounds them with the piece. So they can't help but be swimming around in what's being played, what's being created. I thought about space in this piece as being something that occurs not only physically, so with how the music is distributed around the room and how close the listener is to it, but also in terms of the music itself. So at times it sounds like the music, the harmony, the little fragments of rhythm are in motion. So rhythm might be speeding up, slowing down, and the music might slip in and out of tune, kind of like a Doppler effect. So that's another dimension towards the idea of using space and using the entire auditorium as a resonating object for the music. I always love to go to the Silver Scrolls. I've been a few times now, and I always feel very fortunate and really privileged to be in the company of usually really great finalists and wonderful composers. The SOUNZ Contemporary Award I think is important because although contemporary classical music doesn't have the same audience as other styles of music and may not have the same broad appeal, we have a number of composers in this country who do incredible things, and especially in times when it's a little bit tough to keep these things going, it's really nice to have the recognition of not only the peers within your field, but also those in the kind of extended music community. Just having that sort of recognition brings a little more credence to what we do, and I think that's a fantastic thing.